Okay, so we did our project on the life cycle of a butterfly. And this lesson can be taught from grades kindergarten to 5th grade. And the girls who participated in this project are myself, Mary Catherine, and Caroline Powell, Gabby Rinson, and Hope Ferguson. Um, the reasons why we wanted to do this particular project was because there's so many different things that can be taught from the life cycle of a butterfly. So we would have our students identify the life cycle, like part by part and stage by stage. And we could also have the children demonstrate that the life cycle of a butterfly is different than any other animal. And we could have them demonstrate their understanding that at the beginning of an animal's life cycle, some young animals represent the adult, while others do not.
Go again.
Okay, we're going to start with an egg puzzle on the life cycle of a butterfly.
Our topic for today is life cycle of a butterfly. A butterfly lays eggs on the leaves of a plant.
Okay, students will then answer the question as it comes up. What do you think comes out of the eggs of a butterfly? Caterpillar, ant, or butterfly? Obviously, it'd be a caterpillar. Okay, continue.
These eggs hatch, and young ones called larvae, or caterpillars, come out of the eggs. The caterpillar first feeds on the eggshell from which it is born.
Okay, then they would answer this one, and it would be leaves.
It then starts feeding on the leaves and starts to grow. The caterpillar sheds its skin several times so that it can grow. Once the caterpillar is big enough, it stops eating. It then forms a protective layer around itself. This stage is called chrysalis. In this stage, the caterpillar is now called pupa. The pupa remains motionless in the chrysalis. Inside the chrysalis, the pupa undergoes a series of changes.
Okay. What do you think the caterpillar will look like now? As you can see from the video, it would be a butterfly.
After about 15 days, a beautiful adult butterfly emerges out of the chrysalis. When the butterfly comes out, its wings are small and wet. The butterfly pumps fluids into its wings to make them strong and to expand. After a few hours, the wings become strong enough and the butterfly is able to fly. These series of changes in the life cycle of a butterfly is called metamorphosis.
After watching the video, we would ask the students about the process and what they learned from the video and the 4 stages that go through the metamorphosis.
We wanted to show our students a more realistic video of the metamorphosis process instead of the Ed puzzle. So this is a realistic video. There we go.
It's August, time for the super generation to be born, and to take the species all the way back to Mexico. Tattered females alight, their brilliance dimmed by the arduous flight. One by one, the female lays her 200 eggs. She deposits them on the leaves of milkweed, ensuring the hatchlings will have a ready supply of food to fuel the marathon ahead. These new travelers will be different, living 10 times longer than their parents. Only longevity and uncanny endurance can take them back to Mexico, this time in a single generation. It takes 4 days for the larva to emerge. It gorges on its own egg case. Before turning to tender milkweed. It must grow fat, build up its reserves for the long migration ahead. After 2 weeks of manic feasting, its body mass now 2,000 times what it was at birth, the caterpillar is ready. Anchored by silk, it begins its miracle. Over the next 2 weeks, the caterpillar literally dissolves into a bag of rich fluid. Its cells sprout anew, giving rise to wings, legs, antennae. And then after a scant few hours, it's ready to fly.
Okay, that was the metamorphosis process of a real life monarch, and we thought that it should go after the Ed puzzle just to kind of gear up our students and see what they knew before we showed them the whole process. Go.
At this part of the lesson, we would do an interactive PowerPoint, and we would ask the students to come up and see how they understood the life cycle of a butterfly, and they would say what they thought the first, second, third, fourth process was, and then they'd hit the button, and they'd see it was egg is the first one, and then another student would come up and say what they think the second one is, and then press the button again, and then the third student, and then the fourth student. And they kind of get an interactive feel of the life cycle of a butterfly.
So at this point in the lesson, we thought it might be a good idea to have someone read the very hungry caterpillar to the class, or either read it ourselves. But we've added in a video of someone reading it for our project. So.
The very hungry caterpillar. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple. But he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. But he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle. One slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop. 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly.
So during the reading of The Very Hungry Caterpillar, our students could be working on a coloring page of a butterfly or another assignment that has to do with the life cycle of the butterfly and how it changes from a caterpillar to a butterfly.
is life cycle of a butterfly.
Good morning, class. Good morning. I'm going to take attendance to see who's absent today. Hope, here. Mary Catherine, here. Caroline.
Miss Caroline again. Oh, thank God she's home.
And
Hopefully
hopefully
see her in this class again.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Again?
Oh my God.
Caroline,
You know,
don't
miss
miss
me.
me. The third time this week.
I'll do better. Don't worry.
Myself, Mary Catherine, and Caroline Powell, Gabby Brinson, and Hope Ferguson.
Go, I can edit that.
The reason why we want to study.
The reasons why.
Better don't worry. Y'all love me.
Okay, let's
Focus. Let's not work on her. She's stupid. I am not stupid. Just ignore her. Man. Just stop. Maybe.
Okay, in 1801, James Pilgrim invents the blackboard. Caroline!
That was not me.
That was who you